Africa Global Radio. Our story, our growth, our future.
Headlines across Africa.
You are welcome to Headlines Across Africa. I am Mary Agyepomah-Kissi. In the headlines today, Kenya, among other African nations, to withdraw batch of Benylin children's cough syrup over safety issues. United Nations chief appeals for more attention to the conflict in Democratic Republic of the Congo. And in Burkina Faso, dance troupe empowers the deaf. Kenya has joined other African countries in expressing concerns over Benylin Pediatric, a children's cough syrup, following recent toxicity findings. The country, along with Tanzania, Eswatini, Rwanda, South Africa, Nigeria and Zimbabwe, have all recalled a batch of the pharmaceutical company Johnson & Johnson's product. Kenya's Pharmacy and Poisons Board, PPB, directed pharmaceuticals outlets countrywide to stop the distribution of the brand after 80 Nigerian counterparts recalled the drug over safety issues. In a briefing, the Pharmacy Board Safety Deputy Director, Anthony Toritich, confirmed that a batch consisting of 11,184 units, which corresponded with 80 Nigerian counterparts, was potentially toxic. According to him, sampling from Nigerian Authority for Food and Drug Administration and Control points that the impurity levels of diethylene glycol was higher than expected. Toritich says, even though the regulatory board is assessing other units from 3 other batches, the pediatric Benylin brand will be under scrutiny. United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, Volker Turk, has appealed for more attention to be given to the conflict in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, as he visited a camp for displaced people in Goma, a town in the eastern part of the country. Thousands of Congolese have been forced to flee their homes due to a conflict between the Congolese army and M23 rebels. Fighter Boma, who was displaced from Masters with her 4 children, lamented the camp's bad living conditions and the ongoing violence that residents suffer. Another displaced woman, Aminata, prays the war ends so that people can return to their respective areas. Speaking to the media while directing attention to the people in the camp, Turk says, in quotes, "We have to take this situation very seriously. We have a lot of conflict in the world, and sometimes I have the impression that we forget the situation here. And I came here to bring the attention of the international community onto the tragedy that is happening here." The perfectly synchronized movement of 6 dancers from company Fiantin amazed audiences at Massa Abidjan Market of Performing Arts. Yet, all the dancers have varying degrees of hearing impairment. The name of the Fiantin company means without handicap in the Diola language. Founded by choreographer Yaya Sanu in 2018 in Burkina Faso, within the association Art Odolado Handicap, the group brings together young people with hearing disabilities like Omar Sanu, who has already been dancing with Yaya Sanu for 8 years. According to Sanu, growing up he had never seen people who are deaf dance, but through dancing today, he has managed to find a lot of friends, travel a lot, meet a lot of people, and he sees that he can succeed through this profession. The show, entitled Adapt My Being, is a kind of demand for the rights of all those living with a disability. For Aisha Koulibaly, who has been dancing with Yaya Sanu since the age of 14, dance gives a sense of life. She loves dancing, and where she dances, she's able to free herself and have a positive feeling about life. So it encourages her to dance to live better. Acclaimed at Massa in the Jeux de la Francophonie in Kinshasa, the Fiantin company is preparing its first European tour. And that is how we bring to an end today's Headlines Across Africa. We'll come your way tomorrow with more news right here on Africa Global Radio. I am Mary Agyepomah-Kissi.
For this and more, check us out on africaglobalradio.com. On Facebook and YouTube, Africa Global Radio. On Twitter and Instagram, AF Global Radio.